Hello students, I am Dr. Sandeep Gaute. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel English Guru for All. Dear students, in today's video lesson, we are going to discuss the most important poem from unit number 2, and the title of the poem is Animals. This poem was written by Walt Whitman. He was an American poet, and this poem is prescribed in the subject English of class 10th and medium English, and board is Maharashtra State Board. Dear students, I am going to explain this poem in details, and line to line explanation will be done for you for your better understanding. So all the queries and doubts will be cleared. Students, I request you all to watch this video till end, and now I am going to start with the actual poem Animals. टॉपिक 2.1 एनिमल्स. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये जो टाइटल यहाँ दिया है एनिमल्स, ये एक पोयम का टाइटल है और हमें ये देखना है कि इस प्रकार का टाइटल पोएट ने क्यों दिया है. एंड द नेम ऑफ द पोएट इज वॉल्ट विटमन. आपको ध्यान में रखना है हु इज द पोएट. वॉल्ट विटमन. ही वॉज एन अमेरिकन पोएट एंड ही रोट दिस पोएम एनिमल्स. So before starting discussion with this warming up section, let us talk something about this title. Now we cannot guess anything about this title. Yes, we know the meaning of the word animal, but why this title is given to this particular poem? So after studying this poem we can understand, but to understand what is there, or you can say what can be the central topic or what can be the aspects of this poem, we must discuss warming up section. वार्मिंग अप सेक्शन मतलब क्या होता है कि जो टॉपिक उसके अंडर जो सब टॉपिक्स दे रहे थे, some points are given, some activities are given. By completing these activities, at least we can guess what is the central idea of this particular poem. ठीक है, ये टाइटल जो दिया है एनिमल्स, वी नो दैट, एंड हु इज द ऑथर वॉल्ट विटमन, एंड ही वाज एन अमेरिकन ऑथर. लेकिन ये टाइटल ऐसा क्यों है, इसका जो आंसर हमें है ये थोड़ा वार्मिंग अप सेक्शन से मिलने वाला है. तो शुरुआत करते हैं वार्मिंग अप सेक्शन, एंड द फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज गिवन देयर. गेट इनटू पेयर्स एंड अटेम्प्ट द फॉलोइंग. नाउ व्हाट इज द एक्टिविटी? द मोर आई लर्न, देयर इज वन कोट. The more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. And who has written this one? Mark Twain. Even he was an American author. Now what is this one? You can understand the meaning of this one. The more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. Now there is some kind of comparison between people and dog being the representative of animals. Now discuss with your partner what Mark Twain means from the above quote. Write in your own words. So you need to understand Mark Twain ने इस प्रकार का quote क्यों किया होगा. So you have to find out the answer of this one in groups. Now what meaning can we understand through this quote? The meaning is given here. What is that? Mark Twain says, I am going to read it and going to use the highlighter for that. Mark Twain says that the more he learns about people, they are dissatisfied, they are frustrated, they are jealous, and they are unhappy. On the other hand, animals are always happy with what they have. It means dog is loyal and humans are not loyal. Even this is the another meaning. Dear students, हमें यहाँ समझ आता है. As Mark Twain compared both. People means what? Human beings. And what about dog is the representative of animals. So all the negative qualities are with humans and not with the dog. So it indicates what? There is some kind of difference between both. And that is why at least we can understand, हमें एक समझ आता है कि ये जो टाइटल यहाँ पे दिया है, it can be just because of what? There is some kind of comparison between human beings and animals. even this particular quote, the more I learn about people, the more I like my dog, it indicates what? Yes. So people are negative and they are not good. And on the other hand, animals are, you can say what, they are loyal as well as good, and they're happy with what they have. But human beings are always unhappy. Now we discuss the first section from warming up. That is first point, you can say, get into pairs and attempt the following. Now we are going to discuss the second one. Now what is given there? I am going to read this instruction, and the instruction is, put the following attributes or abilities. These are the attributes or abilities given below in the proper circle. So three circles are given actually there. Which are the circles there? Let me scroll down. That is human, animal, and common to both. So here we need to segregate. We need to write these abilities. If that is related to human, you can put that one in that circle. If it is related to animal, you have to write that one in that circle. And if that particular is related to both, then we have to put that one in this circle, that is common to both. In this way we are going to now discuss this self control. Better I am going to do what? I am going to type this before that ability. यहाँ पे जैसे दिया था, you have to put them in a particular circle, but just this is the PDF and it is not possible to put each and everything on the, or you can say in that circle. That is why what I have done here, जो पर्टिकुलर कैटेगरी में एट्रीब्यूट आता है उसके सामने वो बराबर कैटेगरी मेंशन की है. एग्जाम्पल, व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट वन? सेल्फ कंट्रोल. सो it can be observed in both humans and animals. It depends upon situation and it is possible both can have self control. What is second? Communicates. Both human and animals, only the ways are different. Please try to understand. Do not get confused with these attributes. You may say that, sir, how you animals how is it possible to for animals to communicate? Yes, they also communicate, only the ways are different. That is why this attribute can be in the circle of both human and animals. Love and care. Yes, both human and animals both love and care. Next one is cooks. Yes, only human cooks, not animals. Then good manners. Yes, they are found in human. We can apply this one also to animals, but there is the slight change, but you can take this one in the category of human, and it is possible at certain extent also. Next one is has 360 vision, that is of animals. Then shows gratitude, human. Then lives more than 150 years, only animals can, not humans. Swims, yes, both can swim, human as well as animals. Learns computing, human can learn computing. Then worships God, human. Then sleeps in standing position, animals. And stands up immediately, both human and animals. Brings up children, both human and animals. So instead of children, their word should be what? Younger ones. So it is applicable to both. And what is the last one? Belongs to various species after birth. The category of this last one is, it depends upon what meaning we take here, that is belongs to, or the meaning of this one means be owned by. And we can write over here, a human can own other animals, so it can be belongs to various species after birth, so it can be in the category of animals. So I can type that one over here also. What is this one? It is related to animals. So in this way we completed this activity. And what is the activity over here after in the warming up section? Put up, what is that? Put the following attributes, abilities given below in the proper circles. Already we discussed. Now we are going to discuss the next part from warming up section. And what is this one? Third one. I am going to read it now. The third one is, at times, especially when you are frustrated. Okay, sometimes we get frustrated. You wish you were an animal, a bird, a fish, a butterfly, or not a human being. देखिए क्या है, you have to imagine here. आपको imagine करना है. आप बहुत frustrated हो चुके हो and you don't want to be human being. What do you want to be? Which animal, bird, a fish, or butterfly? Say which of the above you would choose to transform to and give 3 or 4 reasons for your choice. So you have to write you have to write 4 points related to that one. Why do you want to transform yourself in that particular animal? If this question is for me, I can choose what over here? Bird. Bird means what? There are different qualities. Bird can fly anywhere. They are free all the time. They are liberal, and even they can go high in the sky. There are so many reasons why I would like to be bird. This is just the example, and your answer can be different. Now, dear students, we discuss the second and third points over here under warming up section. इसमें से हमें क्या क्ल्यू मिलता है? Yes, this poem is related to something frustration, and the poet would like to be, or the poet would like to transform himself into another animal. Yes, this is the guess, and definitely this is the clue which we can get from warming up section. Now we are going to discuss the last part from warming up section. And what is that? We come across many animals in our vicinity. We have also read about different animals in books. Make a list of all animals that fall under various categories. One is given for you. Now one table is given there, and we need to write some examples there. Like what? Amphibians. So you must know the meaning of amphibians. मतलब what does it mean? क्या होता है इसका meaning? जलथलचर मतलब the animals which can live in water and on land. ऐसे एनिमल्स रहते हैं तो उसे हम एम्फीबियंस कहते हैं. एंड दिस कैन बी द पार्ट ऑफ वन वर्ड सब्सटीट्यूशन. सेकंड वन इज व्हाट? मैमल्स. व्हाट इज द सेकंड? उन्हें स्तनपायी जिन्हें कहते हैं हम. एंड नेक्स्ट वन इज वाइल्ड एनिमल्स. देन एक्वेटिक रिलेटेड टू वाटर. एंड लास्ट वन इज pet animals. So you can write different names over here. I am going to give you some examples, and now please see the examples. Now the examples are given in each column. Now under amphibians you can see I typed 2. One is frog and second one is turtles. Amphibians, they can live in water and on land also. Then mammals, dog, what is that? Dog and monkey. Then wild animals, lion already given, tiger and wolf. You can write so many there. Aquatic animals, octopus is there, whales, and then jellyfish. Then under pet animals, cat is already given. Then dog, horse and bull, cow. You can write many there. So in this way you can continue this one, and this activity can be completed in the group, or you can say different groups can be formed. In this way we discussed warming up section. So dear students, definitely the title, we at least now we can guess something about title. क्या है अपने poem का title यहाँ पे? What is the title of the poem? Animals. And who is the author? Walt Whitman. और इस प्रकार से हमें समझ आता है कि ये जो पोयम है इट इज़ एसोसिएटेड विद एनिमल्स, एंड 101% comparison between human beings and animals. Now, and even that it may be associated with what? Their behavior as well as attributes. Now let us start with the actual poem we are going to discuss. The title of the poem is given again here, and the title is Animals. Already we discussed about this title in the beginning before warming up section. Who is the author? Who is the poet? And who has written this poem Animals? Walt Whitman. Now first we are going to discuss this short information which is about Walt Whitman, about this author. He was born in 1819 and he died in 1892. a major figure in early American poetry. In an age when all poetry was rhymed and metrical, Whitman made a break with tradition and wrote a revolutionary new kind of poetry in free verse. He was a non-conformist in all respects including his social life. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये जो फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ यहाँ पे दिया है, दिस इज रिलेटेड टू दिस ऑथर वॉल्ट विटमैन. एज mentioned over here, he was born in 1819 and died in 1892. Means he lived in 19th century. He was the prominent author of his period and also associated with the American poetry. He made so many changes as it is mentioned here. The period of American poetry when Walt Whitman was there, it was the period of what? Rhymed and metrical poetry. Rhymed and metrical. A rhyming scheme was used and it was frequent there. But what Walt Whitman did, he broke that one. He broke that tradition and he wrote some kind of new kind of poetry. And that is in free verse. What is given there? Free verse means what? No use of a rhyme scheme. And always he was a non-conformist. What does it mean? What is the meaning of this one? Always he was a protester, going against something, going against the, or you can say, contemporary ideas and behavior, or you can say even views. So this is given about Walt Whitman over here. Now what is in the next one? This next short paragraph is there. The poet tells us that he feels more at home with animals than humans, what he finds complicated and false. In one sentence, it is crystal clear what is given in the poem. क्या दिया है हमें समझ आता है. क्या दिया है यहाँ पे? The poet tells us, poet is telling us what he feels. He would like to be with animals than with humans. And what is the reason why he finds this is so much complicated? What made him to think in that way? ऐसा कौन सा observation है? Or you can say which are the different problems which are associated with humans? Definitely problems है, इसीलिए poet is saying that I would like to turn myself into animals. Now what is there? What is the reason? We are going to discuss what are the views of Walt Whitman related to human beings and animals. That is why I put this question mark here. Yes, we need to find out what are the views of Walt Whitman. This is the picture of Walt Whitman. Now we are going to discuss the actual poem. Dear students, please आप अच्छे तरीके से समझ लीजिए. लाइन टू लाइन एक्सप्लेन करने वाला हूँ. वॉल्ट विटमन की सिर्फ शॉर्ट में जो इन्फॉर्मेशन यहाँ पे दी है आपको उतना ही ध्यान में रखना है. 3 to 4 points are given there. What is the first one? He was the major or prominent figure in early American poetry. Second one, he broke the tradition of writing in rhyming, writing in rhymed and metrical pattern. So instead of that, he started using free verse and he was a protester in all respects, including social life, including literary traditions and all. Now in this poem, what is given? The comparison between human beings as well as animals is given in this particular poem. Now why the poet feels like that, you can say in this manner, we are going to discuss. Now let me scroll down. Now this is the poem. This is the text. So I am going to read a line. You can say stanzas always as you can say line to line. First I am going to read just one line and then I am going to explain so you can understand this one properly. Dear students, why am I going to do like this? Because every line, every word is very important from this poem. So it is not just like, okay, complete first stanza and then explain. No, instead of that, better to understand this poem line by line. So first one, what is the first line there? I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. Dear students, this is the first line. What is given there? I think. Who thinks? The narrator. And who is the narrator there? The poet himself. The poet is saying what? Poet क्या कह रहा है हमें? That he could, or you can, what is given there? He could turn. Turn means what? Transform. Here, the poet would like to transform himself in an animal. What is the reason? Because he wants to live with animals. He wants to live with animals. And what is the reason behind this? Why the poet thinks like this? Because they means animals. Here they means what? Here please try to understand. They stands for animals here. So animals are so placid and self-contained. What is the meaning of placid here? The meaning is given here, not easily upset. They do not get easily upset. They all the time they are calm. You can take the meaning of placid here. What is that? They are peaceful and they are calm. And they are self-contained. What is the meaning of self-contained? They are self-sufficient, they are independent, they are self-reliant and they keep up control. ये दो वर्ड्स यहाँ पे जो है बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट वन? प्लेसिड एंड सेकंड वन सेल्फ कंटेंट. नाउ दीज आर द ट्रेट्स, दीज आर द क्वालिटीज, these are the attributes of animals, and it forced, or you can say it is forcing the poet to turn or to transform himself into or in animal. Dear students, it is very important. Now you can compare these both both attributes to human beings. Human beings get what? Upset very easily, or you can say frustrated. They are not independent, means human beings are dependent. We are means we are not, human beings are not self-reliant. So here you have to consider what are the qualities of animals and opposite to that the qualities of human beings. That is why in this way you need to understand. Yes, यहाँ पे समझना है हमें, क्योंकि पोएट को चेंज होना है, ट्रांसफॉर्म होना है एनिमल में. व्हाट इज द रीजन? ओके, दे आर प्लेसिड, दे आर काम एंड पीसफुल, इवन दे आर इंडिपेंडेंट. और इसके कंप्लीटली अपोजिट क्या है? ह्यूमन बींग्स गेट व्हाट? अपसेट, बहुत जल्दी अपसेट होते हैं, फ्रस्ट्रेट होते हैं, एंड इवन ह्यूमन बींग्स आर नॉट सेल्फ कंटेंड. They are not self-sufficient, they are not self-reliant, they cannot keep up control. And this is, we can observe such things. Yes, even we can observe such things you are related to human beings. Now the next line, what is given there? Hope you are getting, students. आपको समझना अच्छे तरीके से. I am explaining, I am repeating I am repeating also, so you should understand this one properly. I stand and look at them long and long. Repetition is there, dear students. What is there? A repetition of the word long. I stand and look at them. Them means again animals. I observe them. And what is the reason? And the poet is thinking, the poet is introspecting. What is the reason? What is given in the next line? They do not sweat and whine about their condition. ये देखिए, what is this one? This is very important. Sweat and whine. Actually the meaning of both, दोनों का meaning same होता है. That is sweat and whine. What does it mean? They do not complain. They do not cry about their condition. उनकी जो condition होती है, they do not cry for that. They do not make any complaint. And opposite to these qualities of animals, humans are different. Humans, what they do? Always humans complain, always cry for their condition. Yes, and we can observe this one. So here we can understand that animals do not cry, animals do not complain about their conditions. And opposite to animals, humans always cry, humans always complain about their condition. देखिए ना, यहाँ पे वैसे लिखा नहीं है, वैसे दिया नहीं है, लेकिन easily we can understand that why this purpose, what is the purpose behind writing this poem. They do not means animals. देखिए यहाँ पे पोएम में भी समझ में आता है who are to whom the importance is given, animals, not to the human beings, because in the eyes of, or you can say what, the poet feels that humans are not just even like animals. Now second one is next line. Second means what? Next line. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. Dear students, here you need to understand they do not. Even in the next line, what is given? They do not. This is called anaphora. I'll explain this one at the end. Anaphora is the figure of speech. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their wins. So here you need to understand what is in the dark. In the dark means at night. In the dark means what? At night. And what is the meaning over here of sins? Of their wrongdoings, जो कुछ गलत किया है. So they are not going to have any kind of repentance, and they are not even awake in the dark. Or that, what is the meaning of in the dark here? At night. And even weep means what? They do not cry for their sins at all. And we are opposite to them. We means what? I am talking about humans. Next line is what? They do not make me sick, discussing their duty to God. Make me sick, the meaning is given here also, that is disgust me. So the poet is saying that they do not disgust me, discussing their duty to God. Now this is very important. Discussing what? They are not ready to discuss anything because they do not want any kind of popularity. And what about human beings? Yes, we are making the show. मैंने ये किया, मैंने वो किया. And that is what we the humans are doing. Duty to God. Do not show others what have they done. Animals क्या है? They do not show others what have they done. But humans are doing this one. Yes, I have done for you. देखिए ना, हमेशा हम आजू बाजू में कुछ लोग रहते हैं. Even people are discussing about this one all the time. हम क्या करते? दिखाने का काम. We are trying to do what? Show. Yes, just for the sake of popularity. In the name of religion, we are doing this one. Now, really, these three lines are very, very, you can say, meaningful. You need to understand. यहाँ पे animals are good. The poet is trying to say animals are good and the human beings are not. Next line. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. This is very important now. Not one is dissatisfied. Dissatisfied means discontent. And what about humans? All the time dissatisfied. So not satisfied at all. Not one is demented. Not one is demented. Meaning of demented is what? That is given here. Mad. Mad means what? We are not crazy. Mad means what? That we means human beings are crazy, but the animals are not crazy. So here you need to understand this difference. And behind what? So what is given here? Animals are not dissatisfied. Animals are not crazy. Behind owning things. This is very important here. What is the meaning of owning things here? This one. Materialistic. मुझे ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए. I need a flat, I need house, I need car, I need this, I need that. All the time human beings are doing this worldly things. Materialistic life. Yes, this is the truth even, students. हमें समझना है. Walt Whitman is really telling something us. And the most important thing, we the human beings are greedy, we the human beings are jealous, but the animals are not. Animals are satisfied, human beings are dissatisfied. Animals are not crazy behind the things. Human beings are all the time crazy behind the things, owning things. Yes, all the time we are talking about this one. And this craze is not good for anybody. I mean to say human beings. देखिए, अगर इतने अच्छे एनिमल्स होंगे, if all these attributes if all these attributes are with animals, that is why the poet would like to turn just like an animal. Yes, this poem makes us that we have to think in this way now. Not just the poet is not just telling us, okay, animals are like this, human beings are like this, so we have to make changes according to that also. Now what is the next line? The line is what? Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands years ago. Yes, this is superiority and inferiority. That is what? Superior and inferior. What is that? कोई subordinate है, कोई superior है. What does it mean? Some people are powerful, some are not, and we have to kneel to another. हमारे human beings are doing this one. Humans are doing this one. Superior, inferior. But what about animals? Do they kneel to another? No, not at all. They are equal. They all are equal. Even what we do before our ancestors, we even kneel to our ancestors, but animals do not. Yes, I even at some extent I have a little bit problem with this sentence actually. What is this line? Not to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Definitely all these are the views of the poet, not of mine. Please dear students, please try to understand this one. ये poem में क्या दिया है? All these are the views of Walt Whitman. Hope you are getting till now whatever we have discussed. This is very important. Now we are going to discuss the next part. What is there? What is the next one? Next line. Not one kneels to another, not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Already I discussed this one. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. What does it mean? Not one. What is given? Not one is respectable. Means all are equal. So one is respectable. You can say what? Less or more respectable. They do not have such kind of, you can say, attribute. They do not have such kind of attributes. They do not have such kind of attitude. What about humans? Yes, some people are respected and some are not. And even they are not unhappy. Animals are not unhappy, but human beings are always unhappy and dissatisfied. And we can observe this one. Nobody is ready to tell that, okay, nobody is ready to say that, okay, I'm happy, I don't have any problem. Everybody all the time complaining, crying, saying something different. All the time, most of the time we are in negative. And what is the next one? So they show their relations to me and I accept them. Now this is very important here. Show their relations. More loyal. And they show their relations directly. They do not hide anything. Animals do not hide anything. Hide nahi karte. Whatever. Because they are killing to others. Yes, everybody knows this one. They are not hiding anything. What about humans? Yes, we hide. We speak good. We speak sweet. We speak very nice to the person and there is something wrong in the mind of the person. Humans के बारे में होता है. Like what? Humans behave good with wrong intentions. लेकिन आपके behavior में भी humans के क्या होता है? Wrong intentions होते हैं. And this is the problem with human beings. And that is why Walt Whitman is saying, yes, this is also the problem with human beings. Human beings hide the things. And that is why the poet would like to be an animal. So what is the next line? Next one. They bring me tokens of myself. They evince. This word is a little bit new. Evince means what? Show. They evince them plainly in their possession. Now, what is the meaning of this one? Possession means what? Here, owner. What is the meaning of possession? The possession of what is the meaning of possession? That is owner. Now, evince, already I told you the meaning of this one. That is a show or reveal. Tokens here. This word is very important. What is that? Tokens. Tokens means qualities. Tokens means what? Qualities. Virtues. They bring me tokens of myself. They evince them, what is given there? Plainly in their possession. They show whatever they are. What is over there about animals? Animals show karte whatever they are. They are open. But what about humans? Human beings are not. Human beings have so many, you can say, wrong intentions sometimes. And that is why the poet don't want to be with human beings. I wonder where they get those tokens. This is very important. I wonder, I surprise where they get those tokens. What is the meaning of tokens? That is given over here. Virtues like innocence, simplicity, contentment. These are kindness, truthfulness, loyalty. All these are the tokens. They are with animals. And I wonder, the poet is saying, I wonder, I surprise where they get those tokens. And now there is a question. That is the last line is the question. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently dropped them? Now. Negligently means what? Carelessly. I forgot all these virtues, being the human. Now the poet is representing human beings over here. We all forgot this one. And they all these virtues. All these virtues what? Humans gave up all these qualities and they have been passed on to the animals. जो कुछ अच्छे वर्च्यूज है, जो कुछ अच्छी चीजें हैं, वो पूरी जो है वो पूरी पास ऑन हो गई है. कहाँ पे? Just to all the animals. So we need to understand this part. Dear students, the poem is very meaningful. Now even there can be more, you can even interpret in different way also. But here you need to understand the most important part. What is that? This is nothing but, this poem is nothing but the comparison. It presents a comparison between human beings and animals. Now some questions are given over here like this. What craze do animals never display? So this is very important. What craze, what kind of madness that we have but animals do not have. They do not have any what craze for what? Worldly things. Owning the things. Next one, what could have happened to the tokens of poet's self? The poet is saying what? I passed that way huge times ago. I passed means what? All these tokens, all these virtues are passed on to animals, or even carelessly we the human beings draft them. And this is what the Walt Whitman is saying in this poem. Now I am going to tell you the most important things. The poet is written in free verse, therefore there is no rhyme scheme. The most important part. Now we are going to see some figure of speeches over here. Anaphora is used. Already I told you where is anaphora. That is here. Look, what is this one? They do not. They do not. They do not. Even I. Even this I. So in these two lines we can see anaphora. Even in these three lines we see what is over there? Anaphora. Metaphor is also used there. Sweat and wine, that is given there. Look, sweat and wine, and it stands for what? Sweat and wine, cries, problems. Sweat and wine refer to cries, problems, complaints of human. Even there is one, that is tokens. What is tokens? Even that is used for human qualities. So I gave you some examples of figures of speeches over here, just like what? Anaphora and metaphor. There is repetition also. Already I explained this one. This is long. The word long is repeated over here. Even you can find out some examples of assonance here also. And dear students, I request you can identify more figure of speeches over here. I told you the most important here, metaphor and anaphora. If you want to know in detail about what is anaphora and what is metaphor, you have to visit my YouTube channel, and there is the playlist figures of speech. Under that I explain what is meant by anaphora as well as metaphor. Even you can see that one in while watching this video. the suggestions are given to watch these two. So dear students, what is the central idea in this poem? That is comparison between humans and animals. Humans have evils, animals do not have. It means animals are better than humans, and that is why the poet, the narrator, would like to turn and live with animals. अभी आपको यह समझ आया होगा कि ऐसा जो टाइटल यहाँ पे दिया है, व्हाट इज द टाइटल हियर, दैट इज एनिमल्स. इस प्रकार से टाइटल क्यों दिया है, ये टाइटल जो दिया है ऐसा टाइटल क्यों है, समझ आता है. और यहाँ हम यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं वॉल्ट विटमन ने एनिमल्स को ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस यहाँ पे दिया है रादर दैन ह्यूमन बींग्स. Now dear students, definitely there is comparison, but here we have to learn so many things and we have to make some changes also. We can be good, we should not be greedy, we should not be jealous, we must be innocent, we should be simple, but we are not, and that truth has been presented by the poet in this poem. I am sure that अभी तक हमने जो डिस्कस किया है द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस पोएम डेफिनेटली आपको हेल्पफुल रहेगा आने वाले एग्जामिनेशंस में. यू कैन फाइंड आउट even if you feel that you need to interpret this one more, if you have any doubts, if you want some more explanation of any line or if any query is there, you can put that one in the comment box. I thank you all, and please subscribe my channel, like and share, and part 2 will be based on English workshop. In that I am going to explain all the questions and their answers in details. Thank you.